I'm Chase Baker. I create advertising for a living. Let's critique this print ad. All right, let's break down this ad from Nectr. Kind of a rough ad for me to critique, honestly. We've got the logo kind of dropped in the middle here, breaking up all this copy, kind of in a weird place to try to find it. I struggle with this image in the background here. Kind of a strange image. The ad was definitely pulled from either a hunting or fishing publication, some kind of outdoor pub. And this individual in the background, I can't really tell if they're just somebody outside or if they're supposed to be a hunter or a trapper. They're wearing camo, and then they've got a fur hat on. In my part of the country, if I were out hunting, if it were cold enough to be wearing a fur hat while hunting, seasonality would probably dictate that my hat would need to be orange and my upper half would need to be orange as well. So that doesn't really work for me, doesn't really jive. I don't connect with that image. I think it's missing something there. If we look at the copy, right out of the gate, our copy, our headlines here, we almost have 3 headlines. Hunting for energy drinks are out of season. So obviously they feel they needed to take a shot at energy drinks. Usually not a good plan to go negative, your second line within an ad. Hunting for energy drinks are out of season is the answer. Okay, so I guess it's supposed to be Nectr is the answer. It's kind of a gamble to assume that people are going to read the logo in line with all of your copy. Hunting for energy, Nectr is the answer. Okay, that's what they were going for, but then why did we have this secondary headline plunked in the middle breaking up that message? I don't think that works. And even then, even if we can read through all of that and that all makes sense, visually it's kind of broken up. They've taken colors from the products and tried to relate them to the type. So we have the blue, the green, the orange, no pink. Apparently they didn't want to use the pink. Even they repeated the orange but didn't use the pink in there. So for me, having those different colors, that breaks it up. That separates it. If I were designing something like this and I was using separate colors, I would be trying to separate ideas, not connect them. If you're trying to connect the ideas, get them closer together, get them into similar colors, get them into similar design treatments. Don't separate them in those bright colors. Now, that said, they're showing kind of a POP display here, and they mention retailers. So it's possible that this came from a dealer pub and they're just trying to recruit additional dealers, additional retailers of their products. So maybe the fact that it doesn't have consumer appeal, maybe that's not the end of the world, that it's not done that way, but really kind of loud, kind of cluttered. Eye doesn't really know where to go, kind of a confusing hierarchy. I think there's a much better solution to this than what they've come up with.